ever stop and think why spend too much time just getting
Hey beauties, I'm so excited to be finally getting my daughter's nursery under control. So if you have some decluttering you need to do around your house before the holidays, make sure you're subscribed while you're watching today, and let's do this. So here is everything that came out of her closet off the rack. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to pull out everything that isn't going to be warm enough for her to wear this time of year, and I'll take you along for that. I just want to take a second to introduce myself for anyone who's new here. My name is Bella, and I am the stay-at-home mom to one 15-month-old little girl, and I just love making motivational and inspirational videos for moms and homemakers. That includes cleaning, decorating, decluttering, organizing, and motherhood content in general. And I want to just thank everybody who has been supporting this channel. I've seen a ton of growth lately, and that is all because of you. Thank you so much. I'm starting off by sorting these clothes, and when I go through them, I'm not only looking for things that are too small, but also things that are seasonally inappropriate. And in this case, we're about to head into the colder months, so anything not warm enough, even if it still fits, it's not going to fit next year. So I'm going to be donating it to somebody who maybe will fit into it next year. When Kennedy was younger, I would donate her clothes to either a pregnancy resource center or a church-run nonprofit for baby clothes. But now that she's officially a toddler, she is over the age of the clothes that they tend to take. So some of these clothes I'll be selling, some I'll be offering to other family members who are having girls, and some I will be just donating. And sometimes I get asked how many times a year we should go through a space and declutter, and my general rule of thumb is, and if you're an OG, you already know this, but I think that you need to go through a space and really declutter and organize one time a year for every single time you access that space in a day. And I know that might sound a little bit confusing, so I'll give you an example. So on a good day, on days where we don't make a mess doing something, she has 2 outfits that she wears in a day. One in the morning that I dress her in, and then I'll dress her in pajamas at night. So that would mean, since I go through and I get an outfit out twice a day, that means 2 times a year would be a good amount of times to go through and declutter. And I found for myself that's a really good way to keep a space under control, because anytime less than that, things can get a little bit messy in there. I think especially in areas we access for our kids, like kids' closets and dressers, they tend to get a little bit messier because sometimes us as moms, we don't have another hand available when you're trying to hold a toddler down on the changing pad. So if you're anything like me, there have been times where I've tossed her clothes either into the dresser or into the closet, and I told myself that I will get it later, and then it just sits there for a really long time. So long story short, one time a year for every time you access a space. Alright, so here's an update. Hangers, that's everything that I got rid of. Here is what we're keeping, and here is our huge donation pile. I'm really proud of myself for actually donating this much. Now I think I'm gonna try to deal with this situation. There's a lot up here. I think that's a bag of my best friend's clothes from when she was little. I have all kinds of stuff on the floor, and we're gonna try to tackle this today. I just use one bin to keep all of her diapers and wipes, just all the diaper stuff under control. And I got this at Target. It was a really good price. If you're there, they always have them. And so I like to arrange everything just in this basket, so if I need something, I can pull down the entire thing and restock her diaper station from there. Alright guys, don't hate me, but I'm almost done with Christmas shopping. And this year it's a massive, and I mean it, massive decor haul because we moved and got a new entertainment center. So turn on your notifications because that video will be coming up really soon. Just as a little update, this room is now an absolute mess. But it has to get worse before it gets better. Sometimes I get teased by friends and family because my daughter has the most shoes of anybody I know, baby or adult. And most of these shoes were purchased before she was even born, so she's definitely outgrown several pairs. So it's time to pass those on to other little girls whose mommies love shoes just as much as I do. And there are a couple of pairs of shoes here that I actually bought as a teenager because I always knew that I was gonna have a little girl and I could always just feel it like in my heart. So when Kennedy turned out to be a girl, I kind of already had a feeling about it, and I found out really early. I did a blood test at about 8 to 10 weeks to find out. I knew that she was a girl long before most people find out the gender of their babies, so I got right to work on getting clothes, designing her nursery, everything. I was so excited. I want to know, is that normal? Did you have a feeling that you knew the gender of your baby before you actually found out? Like, did you innately know? Matt and I have been talking about not finding out the gender of our next baby. Not pregnant, by the way, just having really bad baby fever. My mom is totally trying to talk me out of it because she wants to know as soon as possible. And that's really scary, but it's also a really fun idea. Have you done that? Let me know because I definitely need some courage around that. If you've followed us since we were in our last house, you'll know that we had a normal door for Kennedy's closet and now we have a mirrored door, and I love it. I love the mirror. She loves the mirror, but I was concerned about where I was gonna put this shoe rack or if I was even gonna be able to use it, and I am able to use it because I'm putting it on the rack there, as you can see. So that's why I always say, don't buy new stuff unless you have to. Just try to make it work with what you have and then see if you need to get new stuff. Sometimes when I'm thinking about us. This cube organizer is my #1 tip for organizing kids' closets. I love this thing. I got it from Amazon when I was still pregnant with Kennedy, when I was designing her nursery, and it just worked perfectly in her old closet if you've seen it. But it also fits really nicely in here, and I can just organize everything by category, and it can just fit all nicely in there, and I don't have to worry about things getting out of place. I can see if I can find the link to it. If anybody is interested, just let me know in the comments. If it's kind of hard to tell what I'm doing right now, I'm separating mittens from socks because she always had mittens on as a little baby because she would scratch her face, but now she doesn't. So I'm gonna pass those along and I'm just gonna keep her socks. Back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break, come run and drive, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, this time we're not safe and sound, not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. These bows, girl moms, you know the struggle. She used to wear these band bows all the time. She had one on every single day, and now she's bigger, so she wears the clip bows. So it's time to pass these band bows along They'll be missed so much. They're so cute. She got a ton of use out of them, but she definitely had a lot of them. Alright, so another quick update. I bagged up everything that I'm going to offer to family and friends. Broke down the box and threw away some trash. And that needs to go to our storage unit. I think what I'm going to do with her year-round decor is put it just back in the closet for now. As you can see, her Halloween decor is looking pretty pitiful. It's going to be so much better for Christmas. I have it all planned out. I don't think this drawer has been cleared out since she's been born. Now it's time to declutter the dresser. I feel like sometimes I get really overwhelmed at the idea of tackling the dresser, but then once I do, it's just so much easier to find everything. So stay till the end because I have some really satisfying and motivating before and afters of this dresser declutter. So that happened. This top dresser drawer is where we keep everything like her clip bows, bands, gloves, certain creams and stuff, sometimes first aid stuff, so it can be a mess, and that's why I haven't tackled it recently, just because everything kind of gets shoved back in here once we're done with it. But now I'm gonna really try super hard to keep it clean. Which space in your house do you find hardest to keep on top of with decluttering? For me, it's either the nursery or the kitchen. There's always messy cabinets and messy drawers. I've actually done a pretty good job of keeping the kitchen under control since we moved in, but this nursery has gotten a little bit out of control. But I do want to do a good kitchen declutter before the holidays hit, because it just gets crazy with Thanksgiving and Christmas. You guys know how it is. So maybe we can help each other and motivate each other in the comments. Just be a supportive community of moms. That's what this community has been from the beginning. Every single person I've seen has been so supportive of each other. Thank you so much. I think sometimes with kids' clothes, there can be a little bit of a mental block when going through and decluttering for some people, because there's a lot of memories that are attached to our kiddos' clothes, and sometimes it's okay to keep really special things, but it's also really important to pass them down to children that might not have as much as our kids, might not be as fortunate, and sometimes that's what can really help the thought of another child receiving it when they're maybe unable to have as many clothes as our children. Is just such a beautiful thought. And just remember that when you're getting rid of some of your little's old clothes, just remember that some moms are so appreciative for your gift. We can wash away our sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a So in this second drawer is where I like to keep her pajamas and her leggings and her pants and stuff like that. I just find it's super easy and accessible to grab, like her tights and stuff. So I had a bunch of stuff I needed to get out of this drawer because some of these pajamas are way too light for this time of year. And I have some I need to go through and wash. Don't worry, there are more pajamas that go in this drawer. A little bit of feelings I can't shake. They're the ones you make, and I think you'll do. And if you see it like me, you can get it for free if you're ready to lead. A little bit of heartache never killed. You're a brand new Now that I've gotten those sorted, I'm just putting what we're keeping back into the drawer. And I love those drawer organizers. By the way, I know that they're not for everybody, but if you want the link, again, just let me know. I'll get you that link. And now we're moving on to the last clothes drawer, and this one is where I kept her onesies, and those are just going to be too cold for this time of year. Most of them are short sleeves or they're too small, so either I'm finding new homes for these things or I'm just going to be passing them along. And as you'll see in a minute, I didn't keep anything from this drawer. Nothing was left here. It's completely empty now.
From Waterloo to Amsterdam will be
So this girl had two full drawers of blankets, and we did not need all those blankets, so a lot of these are going to be either going to pregnancy resource centers or I'm just going to be giving them to friends and family, and I just kept a select few. So yeah, I know there's a saying where there's never too many blankets, but that is not true, as you can see, because we can't even close these drawers.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky, when you took my hand, said let's leave now.
In a second here, you're about to see some really satisfying before and afters of these drawers, and then it'll be time to close out the video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today as I decluttered my daughter's closet and dresser. I hope you either got some decluttering done with me or it inspired and motivated you to do some decluttering of your own before the holidays get here and the craziness starts. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all of your notifications so that you can join our amazing community. And if you need some more decluttering motivation, I have an entire playlist available here on my channel for you so you can feel like you have a friend. Just put that on and we can declutter together. And until next time, remember that you are an amazing mom, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, beauties.
Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy.